Hello. This is Antya from Byte Shuffle. Thank you as always for watching my videos. This time, I've put together a guide on how to approach the dredge matchup when playing Ad Nauseam Tendrils, as well as my thoughts on sideboarding. It's a bit old, but there's a video about the basics of Ad Nauseam Tendrils linked in the description and at the end of this video, so feel free to check it out if you're interested. Here is the deck list we will be using this time. I'll keep this hand, since it looks like I can go all in early. My opponent appears to be playing Dredge. I'm going to dig for some mana acceleration. I put back Infernal Tutor first, followed by Boseiju who endures. I'm going all in from here. I'll increase the mana needed for the combo. Since I have enough mana, I'm going to chain Infernal Tutor to build up my storm count. I win with Tendrils of Agony. Before sideboarding, I'd like to review the list we used. First, the conclusion. I will explain it step by step. Next, I'd like to go over how Dredge operates. The deck uses cards like Faithless Looting, Otherworldly Gaze, and Breakthrough, along with cards like Lion's Eye Diamond, to put Dredge creatures into the graveyard. After that, it replaces its draws with Dredge, dumping cards like Bridge from below, Poxwalkers, Icarid, and Narcomoeba into the graveyard. Once a sufficient number of cards like Bridge from below and Poxwalkers have accumulated in the graveyard, they use the alternative cost of Dread Return from the graveyard to reanimate Ox of Agonas, granting haste to the creatures on the battlefield and winning the game. Dredge is considered a fast combo deck, and without disruption, it can usually end the game by turn 3 at the latest. Now that we've briefly gone over how Dredge works, let's move on to the main topic. These are the cards in Dredge that matter against Ad Nauseam Tendrils. First, since the opponent is playing a graveyard-based deck, I think there's no disagreement about bringing in Graveyard Hate. Next, there's Cabal Therapy and Unmask, since the opponent's hand disruption is quite heavy. We keep Veil of Summer to deal with it. Since we prioritize keeping Veil of Summer, we reduce the number of other disruption spells like Thoughtseize and Duress. Next, regarding Leyline of the Void, we adapt by building our deck in a way that doesn't rely heavily on the graveyard. Specifically, we bring in the Ad Nauseam package, including Ad Nauseam and Chrome Mox. In exchange, we cut Reign of Filth, Island, Swamp, and Cabal Ritual. This is because both players are aiming to combo as quickly as possible, so lands don't really accumulate on the battlefield. Since there are lands we prioritize over basic lands, we cut the basics. Also, in the early turns, Reign of Filth doesn't function well as mana acceleration, and Cabal Ritual often ends up being just a 2-mana Lotus Petal. Therefore, the reduced effectiveness of these cards is the reason we cut them. Finally, regarding Leyline of Sanctity, it prevents us from winning with Tendrils of Agony. It's recommended to keep around 2 copies of Boseiju who endures in the deck, as it makes it easier to find off Ad Nauseam. I'm looking for a faster hand, so I'll take a mulligan. I put Cabal Ritual on the bottom. Since just hitting 1 land and Infernal Tutor should almost certainly win the game, I decided to keep. The card named with Cabal Therapy is Dark Ritual. Thank you very much for watching until the end. I apologize for the many misplays along the way. I hope we can all continue to improve at Magic together. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel and leaving a like. I'll see you again in the next video. This is Antya, signing off.